Welcome to Terrier Talks. I'm your host Haley, here to figure out what the Terriers are talking about today.
Hey everybody, today we're interviewing Mr. H, but before that I want to make a very important announcement. It's our co-host Annika's birthday today. You want to say hi?
Hi!
Okay, so do you want to ask the first question or should I?
Whatever you want. This is your...
Okay, so why did you become a principal?
All right, so first thing, happy birthday.
Thank
right?
you.
And also I just want to say thank you, Haley and Annika, for having me as your first guest on your podcast. This is actually my first podcast too. So let's do this. So your first question one more time?
Our first question was, why did you become a principal?
So I became a principal. Initially, I was a teacher, right? But I became a principal because I think, for me, I really enjoy helping students and teachers grow to be the best versions of themselves. That's probably a little cliche. However, for me, it's really neat to be in the hallways and see in the classrooms and see students, how they grow, things that they're interested in, and really what moves them. And I think for me, it was Frenchtown was an opportunity, or there was a school for us at Frenchtown where students and staff, I could be a part of students and staff being supported, being excited to learn, and I'm really, we have a nice dedicated group of students here at Frenchtown, but we also have a nice dedicated group of staff members, so we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're saying that helping students grow is really your motto, and that's kind of what you live by?
Yeah, I think for me, I really like the coaching aspect, right? I have a background in coaching youth sports, and I think that started in the classroom where you're a teacher and you spend a lot of time coaching your students up and trying to help them along the way. And we're going to make mistakes. You both have heard me say that before. We're going to make mistakes in school, and that's okay. But yeah, seeing people and supporting people through that struggle, and then getting to a spot where they can be successful and feel good and put smiles on your faces like you two both are having now as we do this, that is really exciting for me.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want to ask the next question?
Who and or what inspired you to become a principal?
That's a good question. I think, becoming that role as the principal, I think there's so many teachers and students that had influenced me, not also students I went to school with that had influence over me and inspired me to do things. And I just think seeing their passion in certain areas was just something that I really wanted to be a part of. And I thought, in that role as the principal, you have an opportunity to be involved in a number of different things, not just one classroom or just one subject area. You get to be a part of all of it, and that was just really appealing to me.
That's cool. Okay. So I'm going to ask the next one. Okay. How long have you worked at Frenchtown School?
So believe it or not, this is my 7th year at Frenchtown, which I'm really excited about. And obviously I think for me each year has really just made me appreciate this place, Frenchtown Elementary School, and the community more and more each year. It really, we're so prideful and proud of our community and proud of our work and the things that we do and accomplish together. Collaboration is a big thing that I'm really happy to be a part of at the school and within the community.
I don't know why, but I thought it was longer. Okay. So, yeah.
Did you work at any schools prior to Frenchtown?
So yes. So believe it or not, I used to work at a private special education school out in Somerset County, still in New Jersey. So big shout out to my Matheny school staff and team and students from more than 7 years ago, right? I was a special education teacher there, and then worked my way up to be a supervisor, and then assistant principal, and then becoming director of curriculum instruction. So I had multiple roles through my time there, almost 20 years there. And although I spent time in other schools, right, there, here, obviously Frenchtown quickly became, my favorite place to work, of course, right? As we're smiling and saying yes. But truthfully, yes.
No better place. Okay. Why did you decide to work at Frenchtown?
So one thing, I don't decide, right? So the Board of
Okay.
Education had to approve me. But I think for me, Frenchtown's small town charm and big-hearted community, I grew up in the Del Val district area, so it was an area that it was always appealing to me. As I began my career in different spaces, I just felt like Frenchtown would be a good fit. Maybe not now at the time, but later in my career, and it kind of all worked out that it did. And I really just felt like I could make a difference with working with students, working with teachers, and Frenchtown gave me that opportunity, which I'm really thankful for, and I really appreciate Kate, Mrs. Nugent, Kate Nugent, Board of Education, and Daria Wasserback, who was our superintendent at the time when I joined the team here, for really taking a chance on me and giving me an opportunity. I really appreciate that.
What's your favorite Frenchtown school tradition?
There are so many now, and you've been a part of a couple of them. Things that right off the top, there's so many neat ones, but I think walking school bus on any level is a fun time. Just the community collaboration, so many families that are a part of that. More recently, the Turkey Bowl with our local police and fire that we've established in the last couple years is pretty neat. Can't get enough of the graduation activities. The 8th grade clap out gets me every time, as I think most of our teachers and students. And just graduation, the way we treat graduation here, and so many different things that we celebrate, local businesses that celebrate and give scholarships, and all the things that are part of the graduation, and so many of our past FES graduates that come back and join in that festivity is really neat. So those are a couple, but I could go on for a long time.
Yes. I definitely know for me, Turkey Bowl was definitely my favorite this year.
And you had one of game changer play, right? Tackle, which I think was caught on video,
By me.
right? And
Yeah.
you got that, Annika, and that was something that we all rallied, right? Everybody was cheering on, police, fire, teachers that were watching, students. It was a great play. So high five for that. I'm giving you another high five.
Okay. So, what's your favorite part about working? What's your favorite part about working at Frenchtown?
Probably the students for sure. I think to be able to meet and greet everyone each morning as you guys are coming in the hallway. Monday mornings may look a little different than Friday mornings, right? But certainly a lot of times we have a lot of joy, energy. I really get excited for the many things that you're doing, whether you're getting a 92 in math, or you're working on a really neat history project, or something like this project, this podcast, first ever podcast. This stuff is really awesome, and kudos to both of you for challenging yourselves to do this and having me be a part of it. There's certainly incredible staff here, which I'm happy to be part of that team. And overall, this whole community and school, just the sense of community and how everybody rallies around together. With so many of our people in town that help us, from the art yard, for the police, to the fire, to the mayor, and all the council. They're coming to honorable breakfasts and all the things that we do, and we keep growing, but we're stronger each day because of all these people and players. Parents too, right? Our parents help us out as well, guardians. So it's just a really unique community effort, which I'm happy to be a part of.
And kudos to Annika, because she's the best co-host ever.
The best co-host.
There you go.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Before I ask, can you two tell me
Oh.
what yours is before I answer?
Definitely ELA. I really like writing and reading.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, at first I was like, I have no idea, but ELA is definitely my favorite, especially, the Just Dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little different. I would definitely say mathematics was, the area that I really enjoyed. One of my elementary experiences is always the Mad Minutes. I really was the student that loved the Mad Minutes, where you had to be timed and you had to, right? And so many people say, oh, that's so stressful. But for me, it was something, I enjoyed that challenge. I wasn't always successful in that challenge, but I enjoyed it. And the times that I was able to be, first or in the top 3 of the class of finishing, that was something that made me, I enjoyed that. Win, lose, or draw, I did enjoy that.
Were you a good student when you were in school?
As everyone's looking around. I think I was a pretty good student. I wouldn't say that I was, I certainly wasn't the top student. My parents instilled in me very quickly that you have to do your schoolwork, right? I like to play sports when I was growing up, and so for me it was always you have to do your sports, and you have to complete your homework first. You have to do your work before you could go and play sports. I know both of you are involved in things outside of here, right, Annika? Right?
Yeah, with cheer.
Cheering all the time, right? You're always a part of, right? Haley, you're part of different things as well. And
Some random things.
what's that?
Some random things just everywhere.
But those things, are those things that give us balance. And for me, growing up, sports gave me some balance to my academics. But my parents were like, you got to do this or you're not doing this. So for me, and it wasn't always easy, I had to use resources. I had to stay after school with my teacher. I had to ask my dad or my mom for help on something, which I'm sure you guys have all done.
What sports did you play in school?
So when middle school time, I did play basketball, soccer, football a little bit, a couple years in football, and then in baseball. And then when at the high school level, I played soccer, basketball, and baseball again. So I really enjoyed that. As I was talking about earlier, like creating that balance for who makes you you. I really needed that secondary something else in order to support my academic growth per se, right?
Okay. Oh, this one landed on me.
Uh-oh.
Let me just say before, Josh asks this,
Oh,
not me.
Josh asked this question.
But what color was your hair?
Josh, did you that was your question? All right, I'll give you an answer. So did you notice that I had a baby picture downstairs in the lobby?
You did?
I do. You'll have to check it out. And Shar did a nice spirit for the staff, right? Right. So check it out. But there was a time, yes, I did have hair. It was, I guess, brown, right? It was brown, kind of, believe it or not, it's kind of brown and wavy. I actually had hair that really needed to get a haircut quite frequently as a child. Shout out to my mom for cutting my hair sometime. I had a neighbor, Miss Marilyn, who cut my hair quite a bit too, so appreciate her. But she doesn't have to cut it anymore, clearly.
Okay.
What do you do for fun?
So I think for me right now, anytime that I can spend time with my family, I certainly like to work out and exercise a little bit, play sports, watch students play sports, watch my own kids play sports, or watch my kids do anything. I think it's kind of a unique time for me. I had the amazing opportunity, as I said earlier, to coach my son and daughter through their rec sports. They played basketball and baseball and soccer through their time, and I got to be a part of a lot of that, which was really unique. And I'm happy to say that I can still, we can still talk and not like argue about the game and stuff like that. And honestly, a big shout out to my wife for allowing me to be a part of that. I have to say thank you to her for that.
Okay. So what sports do you watch?
I know you're like hockey, right? Like we have a couple hockey students that are really passionate about that. So for me, it's baseball. I definitely like watching football. I really like college basketball, to watch that. NBA playoffs. I really enjoy hockey playoffs. So I know that's a big thing for you, and we're going to get to that a little later. And so once in a while, with soccer and the World Cup and things like that, I definitely like to check that out and see what's going on. And even more recently, women's basketball. Like it's been really growing, and there's some really amazing players, and excited to watch it for sure when I get a chance.
Well, actually, this Martin Luther King Day, I actually went to a basketball game, and
Really?
it was the Princeton's women. Don't shake your head. I
I
did.
still don't believe you did that.
I told my mom about it.
Yeah, you picked the hockey game too,
No, I
so.
Well, I did. Well, my mom did say yes to that.
Sure.
She
Yeah,
just
well,
laughed
I
about
haven't
it.
heard about that yet.
Fine. Okay. But yeah, I went to the Princeton versus Harvard game, which was
Okay.
really cool and fun.
Was it a close game?
It was very close. It
Yeah.
went into overtime, and I was freaking out. I was like, I don't want to lose. Yeah.
So who ended up winning?
Princeton ended up winning, which
They
was
did.
good.
Overtime win.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
hmm And my dad works at Princeton, so we got free
Right.
tickets, and it was great.
You knew you had a connection there with Dad.
What's your favorite hockey team and why?
So, no, I'll duck, but I'm a Flyers fan. I know it's not Haley's team. Might not be on our team too. I know it's not Haley's team.
But we know you love hockey all day.
I grew up here. I'm close to Philly. I'm a Flyers fan for many years now. Actually, I'm not as passionate about hockey as some of the other sports that we talked about earlier, but Mr. Casagrande, former student here, somebody that keeps me in the loop. I still connect with him. He's a big Flyers fan, so he always keeps me up to date on what's going on.
Well, I'm not gonna say much about the Flyers thing, but anyway, what's your favorite hockey player?
Hockey player right now, Mr. Sklar. Can Mr. Sklar be my favorite hockey player?
I forgot he was a hockey player for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, right. I mean, I've seen him, show off some hockey skills in gym class. But for me, as a Flyers fan, names you'll have to Google later. But like Ron Hextall and Eric Lindros, more recently Claude Giroux. Obviously, Travis Sanheim is more recent. Just like the passion, hockey. Hockey's just so. Just an amazing skill just to get on skates, and before you even start playing and stick work and everything, like you got to get on those skates and fly around the ice. And I just have always been amazed by the skill level of those players. How
I mean, I do ice skating lessons, and it's so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how they get hit and they still stay up. I can't do that.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. I mean, they're probably on the blades are probably 2-3 inches, 4 inches maybe taller. I'm not sure. I went to a game probably like 10 years ago, and being there, and these guys they look like basketball players on skates, right? Some of them very cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's all the questions we have today. So thank you.
You bet.
Yeah. Oh wait, we skipped that one. Oh wait, did I skip that one?
I don't
Was it
know.
you? Okay, wait. So what was it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Wait. What was your dream job as a kid?
Dream job as a kid. I'm doing it. So I always wanted to be a teacher. I think we talked a lot about that a little earlier. I think from a really young age, and not everyone can say that, but my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Roper, was somebody who was super influential on me. Just again, kind of in that whole pattern of like, gotta get your work done, and then he would take us out to play kickball, and that was just like the best thing ever for me. My 6th grade teacher, Mr. Weinkoop, was another. He was a phys ed teacher. He was just somebody I think we all looked up to. In high school, Mr. Stansberry was history teacher, and ended up being my baseball coach. And he was just somebody that I think we all looked up to. Just some of the characteristics that I think a lot, me included, wanted to be like as we got older. You always end up becoming parts of your. You choose who you're going to be, but I think you take characteristics of some people along the way who really were helpful to you. So yeah, I think that was the piece, and I got to be a coach along the way. I think within teaching, within being a principal, I think you get to help and coach along the way, which is something that I think I'm certainly passionate.
So what did you want to be on again?
Yeah.
Well, I really want to help. Like when I was really little, I wanted to be something like a veterinarian because like I really like animals. But like now, and I'm getting older, I want to be something like a therapist or like psychologist, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like the same was for me. I definitely wanted to be like a vet, or I always wanted to be a zookeeper. That was my favorite dream job as a kid. But now as I'm getting older, I really want to be like a UN ambassador. I think that's like really interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a zookeeper, what's going to be your favorite animal? I have to ask.
Oh, my favorite animal? Oh, that's so hard because I like love all animals. Oh, I would say like my first ever favorite animal, because I just have too many, is like a panda.
A panda.
Because they're just so fat and cute, and I love them.
What about you?
Definitely some type of big cat.
Yeah.
Like any type of like cheetah,
Leopard.
any of that.
Very cool.
And what's yours?
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, I would just have to say currently I have probably the most adorable little pug named Tank, right? Truly 31, 32 pound fawn pug. He's kind of the light of our family. He will never, you'll never know that he's not there because he barks all the time. And he acts many times like he's seen us for the first time. But it's enjoyable. It's nice to come home to, for sure. He's my bud.
Well, I know it's nothing compared to my dog. My dog's like huge.
Yeah.
She ate part of the wall today.
Oh my
my mom got
goodness.
mad
Huh.
because like we painted over the old paint in our kitchen, and my dog just bit off the paint that we had. So yeah.
So mom and dad have a little sheetrock repair
Yeah.
to do. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, no, all my dog does is she begs for food, cat food, human food, dog food. No matter how much she's eating, she just begs and barks just for food.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tank will do when it's dinner time. He thinks it's dinner time, probably like an hour and a half before dinner time. He starts circling in the kitchen, and then he'll go and he'll literally paw his little doggy bowl and start knocking the bowl around there. Like he's like, hey, it's dinner time. It's not. So it's
That's crazy.
what character for sure.
I have a deaf cat that does something slightly similar, except since he's deaf, he is very loud and always wants food. He wakes up around 4 in the morning and doesn't stop begging for food. Like, he gets food like 3 times a day because he just, like, it's not like he even gains weight. He's such a skinny cat and he always wants food and is so loud about it.
And he's deaf, like he doesn't know he's
Yeah.
that. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm just being so quiet, and like somehow they hear me all the time. It's great. Yeah, well, I think that's all the questions we have
All
today.
right. Well,
so.
I really appreciate you having me on today. I hope we do. I hope you do some future ones, and maybe have some of our French Now teachers or Board of Education or students in our world here. I think it would be great to hear from them. But you guys did a fantastic job. Clap it up one time. That was awesome, right?
Clap that for yourself.
Yes,
Monica.
let's do it. And look forward to seeing more of your future work. Great job today.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm gonna pause this.